felt like it was definitely more task heavy than it was, fun. Yeah, I loved the cutscenes. Yeah, I loved some of the goofy shit that the characters were saying. I didn't love collecting crap. I didn't love finding out all the shit I was missing because I knew that I wasn't going to go back and play it.
Why are they going to do that? Like, what?
Because you know why? I know why. No, I know why. Because also is that like this game isn't necessarily like we are guys just like Bart said. Now I have to play the games yesterday. We're constantly looking for the new games and the new titles and stuff that's going to pique our interest. I have a budget to get more than one game a month. If this is, if someone gets this game, whether it be for their birthday or they're a fan of The Simpsons and mom buys it for them, they're going to want to get their $60 out of it. And, hopefully with collecting, they will.
Well, no, what I mean is I wish they just had just opened up the world in a Grand Theft Auto style and just let you do whatever you want inside Springfield. Like, to me, that would be the ultimate Simpsons game.
Yeah. They wouldn't have been able to mock the games like they do. Giving each game its own world, they really get a lot of license to run around and put you in new environments.
Right. But anyway, my fun was a 6, guys. I wasn't really feeling it all that much. I'm more like Rance where I pop it in. I'm really enjoying it, like, right off of the bat. And then I'm just more finding, this is more of a chore than I'm having an enjoyable experience. Let me go play some Eye of Judgment, or let me go play some COD. Or,
that's what I found myself doing, too, is taking the disc out and putting in something else.
Exactly.
And maybe coming back briefly to it before I played something else.
Right. So that makes my overall a 71%. And you know what? By the grade scale, that's not a terrible game. I would tell someone who's absolutely a fan of The Simpsons to go out and buy this title. But maybe a hardcore gamer that goes through titles the way we do, I don't know if it's exactly a buyer. So with that being said, Force, what's your thoughts and overall scores on it?
This spot I really had to reserve myself. I wanted to go all out in fun factor because I got to be honest with you guys, I had a freaking blast with the game. There is so much funny shit all the way to the very end, and the end boss is just holy crap. The way they wrap the game up, I really, really, really enjoyed it. And me being a freaking geek, in this game world, playing something that so perfectly mocks the shit I'm into every day.
Right.
I loved it. And there is funny shit throughout the entire game. It's not like they started, throw it right at the beginning and then back off it like BioShock. This keeps stuff coming the whole game, and I loved it. I think as a fan of the show, it's an absolute must experience. When you get to experience the whole cartoon all the way to the end, it wraps itself up nicely. I love it. I think it's a must play if you love the show. It feels like an episode of the show that you have to experience, if you want to say I've experienced it all.
So give us your scores, and then I got a question for you.
8 out of 10. I'm serious. I wanted to go 9 out of 10 out of fun factor, but the fact that I beat it so fast, that it came and went in 2 days.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
That brought it down.
Okay.
But it's an 8 to me because I've never had this much fun playing a game in the sense of I was laughing my ass off and just really enjoying my time with it.
All right.
I've had a lot better experiences kicking other people's asses, but just sitting down and just cracking up and just loving it. I really had a good time with it.
So that makes your overall score.
My overall
80.
score was an 80%. I think they captured the Simpsons world and put out a great product for Simpsons fans.
All right, let's move it on over to Rance, and then we'll talk about some Eye of Judgment.
Easy enough, fellas. I'm just going to leave the shot on you, too. Gameplay's a 7. I'm not going to give anything higher than a 7 to a game that I didn't beat because I wasn't interested the whole time.
I think that's actually a good criteria.
It started off hot, and it lost. I had no problem bringing it in for you today, Wheat, and dropping it off on your desk, and I feel no remorse about it at all. So there's my 7. And overall, of course, there's Fun Cycle. Okay. Overall, 70% as well. Just a real textbook average cartoon game in my mind. Simpsons is a really kick-ass cartoon, one of my favorites. And, they've done a decent job capturing the experience of watching the show for me. And that's why it gets 70 for me.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. There's Simpsons. Try it or buy it. I mean, you can get demos on both the PS3 and the 360. So if you haven't had a chance to, if this review maybe piqued your interest at all, you can get the demo off of either Xbox Live Marketplace or the PSN, and then make the decision for yourself. For me personally, I'm going to say it's definitely a rental, especially considering how long the game is. Unless you guys disagree, let's move on to EJ.
I just want to point out something we never mentioned.
Yes.
There is a pretty dope co-op mode. I like some of the ways that you and your partner
interact. But it's not online co-op, right?
It's not online co-op, and it's not co-op through the hub world either. Whenever you're in the main world, it's not co-op. So only co-op during actual stages. But there's some fun to be had if you have a buddy.
All right. Well, we're definitely starting to run out of time here already. As we normally do here on Review Show. So let's go ahead. Our next review is going to be Eye of Judgment. It is a game for the PlayStation 3. Here you can see the package right here. Of course, I've pillaged the contents of it, and you'll see the contents of it in just a second. Do we have a trailer
we got
that we can run for Eye of Judgment so people have an idea what we got going on here?
I think I got a commercial here. Let's see what we got.
Let's check it out.
PlayStation 3. Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast bring you an entirely new breed of interactive experience. The Eye of Judgment. The Eye of Judgment lets you see everything you only imagined before. When you combine the power of the PlayStation 3 with the next-generation technology of the PlayStation Eye and the Eye of Judgment's revolutionary summoning cards, you get a multifaceted, card-based strategy game featuring thousands of possible moves. What card you play, when and where you play it, every decision you make has consequences. Consequences that come to 3D interactive life before your very eyes. An astounding array of characters, creatures, spells, and strategic choices make the Eye of Judgment fascinating, challenging, and endlessly replayable. The Eye of Judgment gives you an entirely new way to interact with your PlayStation 3 system. You can sharpen your game or fine-tune your deck in solo mode. Face each other head-to-head. Or, if you think you're ready, take your game global and challenge online opponents via the PlayStation Network. The Eye of Judgment comes complete with the PlayStation Eye, a deck of summoning cards, and everything you need in order to wage your own interactive battles. Expand and personalize your deck with add-on packs. Over 100 different cards are available, with more on the way, giving you the variety and collectability that you've come to expect from Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. Check it out. You'll be amazed. PlayStation 3 and Hasbro bring you the Eye of Judgment. The Eye brings the battle to life.
Eye of Judgment exclusively for the PlayStation 3. And here's what I want to do, guys. I really want to power through graphics and sound because
I was going to suggest the same thing.
Okay, so if you guys don't